Hey everyone, welcome back to Body with Zoe. Today we are doing a sit down video for the first time ever on this channel. I wanted to share with you guys 5 ways that becoming a Pilates teacher has changed my life. I know that Pilates certifications and becoming a Pilates teacher is super trendy right now. For some reason, some people see that as a bad thing. I really don't understand why. If it's a popular thing to get certified and become a teacher, it likely means that there's a high demand for Pilates teachers, which means that there is a need out there for someone like you to go and teach classes. We're going to talk in this video about all the amazing ways that this practice and that this honestly type of job has impacted my life and changed it for the better. If you're curious about becoming a Pilates teacher, if it's something that you've been maybe humming and hawing about, I hope that this video can inspire you to take the plunge. I know that it can be scary to put yourself out there, but it's honestly so much fun. I firmly believe that there is no mold for becoming a teacher. I think there is room for everyone, all different personalities, different body types, because there's no one mold of a Pilates client. Any style of workout, it's so much about fit between the client and the instructor. So just like there's room for everyone in a class, I really believe there's room for everyone up front teaching as well. So how did I get certified? I did my Pilates certification online with a Canadian company called New Pilates, NEU Pilates. They're based out of Kelowna. I live in Montreal, so I was able to do this completely online. I also did it at my own pace, which I loved because I'm a busy gal, okay? At the time when I was doing my Pilates certification, I was already working part-time as a bar instructor. I had my YouTube channel, I had my copywriting, I had a lot going on, and it was important for me that I could just follow a program that I could squeeze in wherever I had time. And I really like that this gave me the flexibility. It took me time. It took me a couple months to finish the certification, which is nice because you could go as fast or as slow as you like or need. You can revisit the videos at any time. I still go back and rewatch videos from movement or the anatomy section. I also want to say the anatomy section is so good. I was never a fan of sciences or anatomy when I took those classes in high school. But somehow, because it was related to Pilates and to a form of movement that I love, I think also just Jen's teaching style, you'll see in the videos, is so good and so thorough. She really breaks it down and makes it easy to understand, and you see how it would apply in a real world Pilates setting. You of course have this whole section where you go through a whole bunch of Pilates moves. And I also love that New Pilates really cares about their students' outcomes, as in they want to help you find a job. So there's a whole section on building your practice, discovering your teaching style, going out there and getting clients, building your business. It's amazing. I love it. If you guys want to check out New Pilates, I do have a referral link. So if you want to book a call with them or you want to just book the course right away, it really means a lot when you mention my name or use my referral link. And I loved New Pilates so much that I am going back in, I'm diving back in and doing their reformer course. So they have mat and anatomy, they have a whole fascia line, which is really cool. They have the reformer course, and then they have a bundle that encompasses everything. So you can decide what you want to start with, if you want to go all in, if you want to start with mat, it's really up to you. Anyways, that's enough about me and that's enough about the course. Let's get into the 5 ways that becoming a Pilates teacher has changed my life. So point number 1, I think, is obvious, but becoming a Pilates teacher gave me a job that I love. Sometimes I feel like I've had every single job under the sun. I have been working since I was 15 years old. I've worked in an ice cream store, a grocery store, clothing stores. I've worked in offices. I've worked for startups. I've worked for huge corporations. And it wasn't always easy for me to find a job that I love. Funny enough, of all of the jobs that I've had and the few of them that I really truly enjoyed, a lot of them have been in a fitness setting because there's just something about this setting. The people are happy, there's usually music playing, your coworkers are happy, your clients are happy, and your job, whether you're a receptionist or the teacher, is to make people happy. And I just think that just creates this virtuous cycle of happiness. It is very rare that I have days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to go teach this class. For the most part, I really look forward to going into work. And that is not something I could say when I was working behind a desk. At this point, Pilates is my part-time job. I do think that there is enough demand in Montreal currently where I could make this my full-time job if I wanted. There are days when I want to go all in, but I also really like some of the other stuff that I do on the side. So I love that I can really just control my schedule. I can add more when I have more time. I can get a sub if I need a week off. If I had to choose the best part about teaching, I would have to choose two. The first is that I always leave a class feeling better than I did when I walked in. And like I said, I usually walk in looking forward to giving a class. The class ends, you've had a great time, you've encouraged people and cheered people on through their workout, and I find you finish a class feeling very uplifted and high energy. The second thing, and this is probably the ultimate thing that I love most, is the way that it is your job to make other people happy. It is your job to make someone's day. For so many people, their workout is the best part of their day, and so you get to be a part of that. And that's really cool. The second way that becoming a Pilates teacher changed my life is my self-confidence and my personality. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I feel like becoming a workout instructor brought out this very silly side of my personality that it used to be reserved for only my closest friends. I love to laugh, I love to be silly, I love to have a good time, and somehow being in that room and leading a workout class brought out that silly side of me. I don't know if it's the endorphins, I don't know if it's because I'm moving my body along with the clients, I don't know if it's because I'm trying to distract them from the burn sometimes, I don't know if it's the music, like I don't know, you guys, but it really brought out this other side of me. It takes a certain level of self-confidence, and honestly, it's also a matter of fake it till you make it, but it takes a certain confidence to stand in front of a room of 5 to 20 to 25 people and speak in front of them and give them a class and tell them what to do and boss them around. The confidence that I built in teaching, I have absolutely taken it with me outside of the studio, and it has enhanced my life and enhanced my self-confidence just in my day-to-day life. I find it's really interesting to see and feel my own transformation in that sense, and I can 100% pinpoint it to becoming an instructor. The third way that becoming a Pilates instructor absolutely changed my life is a sense of social life, a sense of getting out of the house and getting away from my screens. Prior to starting to teach Pilates part-time, I was just working from home at my desk, at my computer screen all day long, and because of what I do for work, I don't really talk to a lot of people. Pretty much the only person I talk to in a day is my dog, and that can get very lonely very quick, especially when you're someone like me. I don't even know if I would describe myself as an introvert, extrovert, whatever, but I do like to socialize. I think socializing and getting out of the house is good for us. Just as human beings, I don't think it's good for us to be shut up in the house all the time. Along with being by myself in the house all day, I didn't have a lot of scheduled things that I need to do. I could pretty much make my own schedule, which meant I could get out of bed when I wanted, I could watch TV when I wanted, and I know that sounds like the dream, but trust me, you guys, it gets old really quick. I really do believe that I myself thrive having a little bit of a sense of schedule. It's nice to feel needed, and it's nice to have something that you gotta go do sometimes. It gets your butt out of the house, and I really find it has uplifted my mood and just made me a happier person. Having a job, even if it's just part-time, where it really forces me to get out of the house, and on top of all of that, I'm talking to people, I'm making people happy like we talked about, and I'm also not on a screen. For the entire 45 to 50 minutes of a class, I am not looking at my phone, I am not looking at a computer screen nor a TV screen, I'm really looking at people, and it's amazing. I really think that has done wonders for my mental health. Again, getting out of the house, chatting with people. How are you? How's your day? Let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about your dog. Oh, cute outfit, whatever it may be. It simply feels amazing. Number 4 is body image. So this one's a little bit less lighthearted, but I am someone who struggled with my body image, and I still do from time to time. Quite a bit. When I first started giving classes, I was really worried about what the clients would see when they looked at me. I worried that if I didn't look a certain way that they would critique me or that I would lose a certain credibility. I felt like I had to fit this mold of being ultra fit and looking a certain way. After only 1 or 2 classes, you realize how untrue this is. The clients will fall in love with you for you, not what you look like, not what your outfit looks like, not what your hair looks like, and certainly not what your body looks like. It can be vulnerable to put yourself in front of a group of people and kind of put your body on display in a way. Sometimes we're doing movements and you look a little funny, you don't feel like it's your most flattering angle, but you learn to let go of that so quickly, and you get to interact with people and watch them watch you and watch them look up to you regardless of what your body looks like or what you're wearing that day. The other thing that has helped me so much is, as a Pilates instructor, you see and you meet all different kinds of people with all different kinds of body types. And you will see that all of these body types are strong and are capable, and you start to realize that it's really not about fitting a certain mold or looking a certain way. It's not about any of that at all. It's just about coming together, moving our bodies, and building strength. I don't give any cares in the world about what my clients look like when they come in. What I care about is how they feel, and if they feel like they're getting stronger, they feel like they could go from doing no push-ups to 5 push-ups, oh, I'm over the moon, I'm ecstatic. And so seeing that for other people made me realize that it's really the same for myself. All I have to care about is getting stronger and feeling great. It's really not about what I look like. We've made it to point number 5, you guys, which is a feeling of purpose and satisfaction. This kind of goes back to my point about getting out of the house, but for me, working as a freelancer, I'm working as a content creator, so much of what I do can feel untangible. Again, I'm in my home, I'm not exactly speaking with people, I wasn't interacting with people, and I think for so many of us, it can be easy to ask yourself, am I having any kind of impact on the world? And while that is a ton of pressure to put on our shoulders, becoming a Pilates instructor and giving classes, making people happy, seeing people get stronger, watching their confidence blossom, because all of these things happen, it does give me that feeling like I am making a positive difference in the world, no matter how small. I leave the house to go teach my classes and I really have a feeling of purpose. I ride the metro to this studio or I drive to that studio and I'm feeling like I'm about to go do something important and good. You might not be saving the world while you're teaching Pilates, but you are making someone's day a little brighter, to help someone get stronger, to help someone feel happy, to help someone overcome a fear of theirs. These are all really wonderful things, and I love that I get to do that every single day that I teach Pilates. So do I have you convinced yet? Are you interested in becoming a Pilates instructor? Let me know in the comments. You can also let me know if you have any questions about the certification, about teaching. I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll see you guys in my next video, most likely for a good and spicy workout. Bye.